The more you explain yourself, the weaker you look. Not because you are weak, but because of how people read it. And once you notice it, you start seeing it everywhere. We've been taught that explaining ourselves is a good thing, that you should always give more context, more detail, make sure everyone understands you. But in real life, the people who talk the most usually hold the least power, and the ones who say less, those are the ones people watch. There's something about them that feels more certain, more in control, even if they're saying way less than everyone else. Over-explaining signals insecurity. When you over-explain, it doesn't come across as clarity. It comes across as needing approval. You start stacking reasons, adding details, trying to make your decisions sound valid. I couldn't come because I had to do this, then that, and also something else came up. But someone else just says, I couldn't make it, and stops. The more you explain, the more it feels like you're trying to convince people. And the moment you start trying to convince people, you lose authority. It Power is clarity. People with presence don't rush to fill silence. They say what needs to be said and leave it there. No rambling, no over-detailing, no nervous energy. Because they move like they don't need everyone to agree with them. And that calmness changes how people see them. Silence doesn't make them look awkward. It makes other people lean in. Mystery creates attention. When you explain everything, there's nothing left to think about. No curiosity, no questions, no reason for someone to stay mentally engaged with you. But when you leave small gaps, people naturally try to fill them in. They start wondering, they start paying more attention. That's why quiet people often stand out without trying. Not because they said something amazing, but because they didn't say everything. Over-explaining lowers perceived value. Imagine someone cancels plans and sends a long paragraph explaining every detail. Then someone else says, "Can't make it today. We'll reschedule." Short, clean, done. The second person feels more in control, more in demand. Not because they said more, but because they didn't feel the need to. They act like their time already matters. And people pick up on that instantly. Say less, mean more. Next time you feel the urge to explain everything, pause. Ask yourself if you're explaining to inform or explaining to be accepted. If it's to be accepted, cut it down. Say what needs to be said. And stop there. Let the silence do the rest. Because the moment you stop chasing validation, people start taking you more seriously.